Hello, YouTubers and all those out there. I hope you're all doing quite well. So, alright, I just got the 3DS battery attached on here, and sort of like a, I would say, a Chronicles of sorts, or a, three-part or something of that nature. So, first off, I'm going to go off the cosmetics of this following device right here, which is the Hyberkin Battery Pack, which is supposed to provide 6+ hours of battery life. Now, I swapped off my other battery pack that I have on my 3DS, which is the Nyko Battery Power Pack Plus, and have this all set up and put back in the box again, so that way I don't lose it, because these pieces and bits are all kind of parts and bits and pieces you can actually lose. So far, here's a foreground of what the device or at least the battery looks like on the 3DS. Now, I noticed when I handle this battery too much, the said 3DS itself kind of doesn't light up, which is supposed to be the intention of it, see? So if I leave it alone like that, face down like so, or at least the back firmly placed against the device, it keeps the charge going. And that signifies when this thing is juiced. So far, that's how I've at least noticed with this device. It's firm, don't get me wrong, it's on there. It is absolutely on the 3DS, but you gotta be very firm with the damn thing. Like, you gotta make sure you don't mess with it too much while you're holding it in your hands. And I'm gonna close the device here real quick. So it shows that it's quote-unquote charging here. So this is the battery pack when it's closed and all that nature. But honestly, this is a pretty interesting device. I'm actually digging it. And the cool bit about this, as I showed before in the previous video, which is on the Real Vagabond channel, is it goes through micro USB to charge. So if you have like a computer or a laptop nearby and you're like, ah shit, this thing needs to be charged up, you can turn off the battery, charge it while it's plugged in, and you can basically play 3DS, have plenty of juice to survive for a while, and carry on. Some of the things to note is it has a very interesting design, where it's not too big, where it's gonna overlap the device, but hey, why not? One thing I did notice about this device is it does get extremely hot. Like right here, it feels very hot. Like I can almost fry an egg on that, which is interesting. So on the side here, it allows plenty of room and access to the volume control, the SD card slot, and the front here is bare and exposed, like some sort of bare and exposed lady, I suppose, or a man, whatever you want to call it. Has plenty of access to the Wi-Fi dongle, or the toggle switch. That's obviously, this part right here is absolutely exposed, but past that, it pretty much firmly places itself in front of the battery port, or the docking port, so that way it can charge. One of the things, though, I've had slight issues with, which isn't a big deal, is when I want to access this right here. And when I'm holding it in the opposite direction, like this, it gets a little bit, as you can see right there. If I want to do a quick, I have to really get in there and just yank it up. But yeah, it's not a huge deal. I mean, for this, what the battery's price was, and so far it's working pretty decent. I mean, it hasn't shown any signs of malfunction. That light's been working, so I don't mess with it too much. However, when this hinges upwards, or the clamshell is up, it does show signs of, yeah, as you can see. If I handle it with one hand, if I handle it both with my hand firmly on the device, though, it shows signs of life. Try my best here to, show the bits and pieces of the mechanicry here. I need to get that, actually. Anyway. So, it works pretty good so far, but past that, I'm going to go back to playing some Animal Crossing and burn the juice on this bad boy. and see how long the battery actually works. So, there. So, I'll give my synopsis after and see how long it takes till the battery dies and all that. I mean, if it works really good, I'll just keep the bloody thing on the 3DS anyway, because that's initially, that's my goal here, is to use this full on. Because my Nyko battery anyway is starting to go a little bit. It's a great battery, don't get me wrong, the Nyko is, but, you know, let's see if this beast can be a contender with the other battery. So, yeah, take it easy. Thank you guys all for watching. Touch my nipples, and see you guys all later. And a big humble thank you again to Alec John for providing this said battery. I am just excited to be able to try this device out. I'm sorry, this battery out, and you're probably thinking, huh, why? It's just interesting technology, that's all there is to it. It's just something that a lot of people are curious about, and it's to see if we can crack this shell. Well, I don't want to crack the 3DS, actually, the actual 3DS. I'd be quite depressed, actually, if I did so, because it cost me a bit of money when it first came out. And touch my nipples. Take it easy.